Today is Monday, June 15th, and it is the second week that we will be praying the Ignatian Examen together. Now, the Examen is a 5-step meditative prayer that was adapted from the spiritual exercises of Ignatius of Loyola, and it is a way to decompress at the end of your day and better focus on the different things that really helped you to see God throughout your day and you are so grateful to have experienced. And especially for today's Examen, we're going to focus on the idea of what energizes you and what drains you, and then hopefully you will be able to better recognize ways to maybe, if possible, avoid the things that drain you and really explore the ones that energize you. So the 5 steps that we will be exploring are becoming aware where God was throughout your day, reviewing your day with gratitude, thinking about how grateful you were for the experiences you had that day. Pay attention to your feelings. So how did those experiences make you feel? Are you actually enjoying the things that you're doing, or is it just something you feel you have to participate in? Pray on a part of your day, so think about something you were especially grateful and really zero in on that moment and being grateful to be there. And then looking forward to the next day and thinking about how grateful you are to be able to experience tomorrow when you had this day. Now with the Examen, we begin in our usual way, so that is whatever way you are most comfortable in praying. That might be praying in a journal, that might be doing the sign of the cross, or that might be asking God to make his presence known. I begin in my usual way. I spend a few moments in gratitude, thanking God for one or two of the blessings, big and small, that I have received today. Looking back over the day, I ask God to reveal to me which moment was the most draining. In my imagination, God and I return to that draining moment and I relive it, this time with God right beside me. I let myself feel the strong emotions, lethargy, despair, and whatever feelings are present in me. I present this draining moment to God, and I especially speak to God about what was going on in my heart and soul in that moment. If I handle it okay, then I thank God for that. But if I handle it badly, I ask for pardon and peace. I ask God to speak to me about this moment. I remain receptive to anything God says or does. Looking over my day a second time, I ask God to reveal the most life-giving moment of the day. I again return to God with that moment, reliving both the exterior events and my interior dispositions. Steeped in joy, gratitude, and relief, I give it all to God. I I talk with God about it, making sure to express my thoughts and feelings, and to let God speak freely to me. I now look to tomorrow. What might be a draining moment of tomorrow? Is it the same thing from today? Is there something I can improve about the way that I'm going to experience it for tomorrow? Speak with God about this possibility and ask Him how you feel. Tell Him how you feel and ask Him to show you how you can spiritually prepare for this potentially draining moment. Ask God to keep you from contributing negatively to the situation by presuming the worst. Allow for the possibility that everything will go fine. Pray for the virtue of hope. I look to tomorrow for a second and final time. What may be the most life-giving moment? I allow myself to get excited about that moment and fill up with good and wholesome desires about it. I tell God all about it, and I mentally and spiritually prepare for the possibility that it won't be as life-giving as I hope. I shall let whatever happens, happen. I ask God for the ability to say, that would be okay too. I end in my usual way. Thank you for praying the Examen with me this week. I look forward to continued weeks of learning better ways to decompress, and I hope that this allowed you to recognize the things that were energizing for you and those that were draining and hopefully improve upon them. Have a great night.